Welcome to a story that delves into one of the most perplexing and tragic cases in the history of mental health. Meet the Genain Quadruplets, four identical sisters whose lives took a harrowing turn. Born in 1930, the Genain sisters, Nora, Iris, Myra, and Hester, are a rare phenomenon. Identical quadruplets are already an extraordinary occurrence, but what makes their story even more unique and heartbreaking is that all four were diagnosed with schizophrenia. This rare case has puzzled scientists and mental health professionals for decades, raising questions about the interplay of genetics and environment in the development of mental illness. As we journey through their lives, we will uncover the psychological and emotional depths of their experiences. Prepare yourself for a tale that is as fascinating as it is tragic. To truly understand the Genain Quadruplets' tragic story, we must first delve into their family background, a foundation of abuse that likely played a significant role in their deteriorating mental health. The sisters were born to a father who was reportedly paranoid and abusive. His controlling nature created an oppressive environment for the girls. Their mother, submissive and fearful, was unable to protect them from the emotional and psychological torment inflicted by their father. Growing up, the quadruplets were isolated from the outside world, their home becoming a prison of fear and anxiety. Their father's erratic behavior and authoritarian rule instilled a constant state of tension and instability. This toxic environment undoubtedly impacted the girls, who were already genetically predisposed to mental illness. As they entered adolescence, the signs of schizophrenia began to emerge. The quadruplets experienced terrifying delusions and hallucinations, often exacerbated by their father's abusive behavior. His paranoia and control only deepened their psychological wounds, making it difficult for them to distinguish between reality and their delusional world. The family dynamics and the abusive environment created a perfect storm for the development and exacerbation of their mental health issues. The Genain Quadruplets were not only battling a genetic predisposition, but also the traumatic effects of growing up in an abusive household. This combination of factors has led researchers to ponder the intricate interplay between genetics and environment in the manifestation of schizophrenia. As we move forward, we will uncover more about the psychological horror that defined the lives of the Genain sisters, but it is crucial to remember the foundation of abuse that set the stage for their tragic story. As the Genain Quadruplets transitioned from childhood into adolescence, the signs of schizophrenia began to surface, each sister displaying symptoms that were both unique and terrifying. The year was 1952, and the medical community was still grappling with understanding mental illnesses, especially one as complex as schizophrenia. It was during this turbulent time that the quadruplets' condition became undeniably apparent. The first to show severe symptoms was Nora, who began experiencing vivid hallucinations and delusional thoughts. Her behavior became increasingly erratic, leading her parents to seek medical help. Soon after, the other sisters, Iris, Myra, and Hester, also started exhibiting signs of the illness, though the severity varied among them. Nora's condition was the most acute. She often spoke of voices that commanded her actions and saw figures that weren't there. Her episodes were frequent and intense, making everyday life a challenge. Iris, while also suffering from hallucinations, experienced them less frequently, but struggled with severe paranoia, convinced that everyone around her was plotting against her. Myra's symptoms were milder compared to her sisters, but she still battled with disorganized thoughts and occasional delusions. Hester, the last to be diagnosed, showed symptoms similar to Myra's, though her delusions were more persistent and disruptive. The diagnosis of schizophrenia for all four sisters was unprecedented, attracting the attention of psychiatrists and researchers worldwide. The Genain Quadruplets became subjects of numerous studies, as experts sought to understand the interplay of genetic and environmental factors in their condition. The severity of their symptoms varied, but the shared diagnosis painted a grim picture of their future. The medical community was left with more questions than answers. How could all four sisters born at the same time develop such a debilitating mental illness? Was it purely genetic, given their father's paranoid tendencies, or did the abusive environment play a crucial role? The Genain Quadruplets diagnosis remains one of the most perplexing and tragic cases in psychiatric history. As we delve deeper into their story, we uncover the psychological horror that defined the lives of these four sisters. But it's essential to remember the moment when schizophrenia struck, forever altering their lives and the lives of those around them. The Genain Quadruplets' tragic story didn't just capture public attention, it ignited a fierce debate in the scientific community. At the heart of this debate was a fundamental question: what causes schizophrenia? Is it the result of genetic predisposition, or do environmental factors play a more significant role? The case of the Genain sisters provided a rare opportunity to explore this question. All four sisters, genetically identical, yet each exhibited varying degrees of schizophrenia. Their shared diagnosis seemed to point to genetics as a key factor. After all, how could four siblings, born on the same day, develop the same mental illness by sheer coincidence? However, the environment they were raised in couldn't be ignored. Their father, a man plagued by his own paranoid tendencies, subjected the sisters to a life of isolation and abuse. He created a home where fear and control reigned supreme. Was it this toxic environment that triggered their schizophrenia, or simply exacerbated an existing genetic vulnerability? Researchers dove deep into the Genain case, analyzing every detail. They found that while genetics played a crucial role, the environmental stressors the sisters faced likely triggered the onset and severity of their symptoms. The Genain Quadruplets became a cornerstone in the study of schizophrenia, illustrating the complex interplay between nature and nurture. The findings from their case have had lasting implications in the field of psychiatry. They highlighted the importance of considering both genetic and environmental factors when understanding and treating mental illnesses. The Genain sisters' suffering was not in vain. Their story paved the way for a more nuanced approach to mental health. So, what does this mean for our understanding of schizophrenia today? It means that while we may inherit a predisposition to mental illness, our environment can significantly influence its development. The Genain Quadruplets' legacy is a reminder that the debate between nature and nurture is not about choosing sides, but understanding how they intertwine to shape our lives. The case of the Genain Quadruplets not only ignited scientific debates, but also raised significant ethical questions. As researchers delved into their lives, the involvement of psychologists came under scrutiny. These professionals studied the sisters extensively, eager to unlock the mysteries of schizophrenia. However, this intense focus brought forth concerns about the ethical implications of their work. The Genain sisters were subjected to numerous tests and observations, often without clear consent. Their daily lives became a series of experiments, with psychologists documenting their every move, thought, and hallucination. The line between scientific inquiry and exploitation blurred. Were the sisters truly receiving the care and empathy they deserved? Or were they being used as mere subjects for groundbreaking research? The ethical questions surrounding their case are complex. On one hand, the insights gained from studying the Genain Quadruplets have significantly advanced our understanding of schizophrenia. On the other hand, the sisters' well-being appeared secondary to the pursuit of knowledge. This raises a poignant question: at what cost should scientific progress be made? As we reflect on their story, it's crucial to consider the balance between research and respect for human dignity. The Genain Quadruplets' legacy is not just one of scientific discovery, but also a reminder of the ethical responsibilities that come with studying vulnerable individuals. Their lives were more than a case study. They were real people, deserving of compassion and ethical treatment. Ultimately, the story of the Genain Quadruplets serves as a cautionary tale. It urges us to remember that the quest for knowledge should never overshadow the fundamental principles of humanity and ethics. As we continue to explore the complexities of mental health, let us strive to honor the dignity of those who contribute to our understanding, ensuring their legacy is one of respect and empathy. As the Genain Quadruplets transition from their turbulent childhood into adulthood, their lives continued to be overshadowed by the debilitating effects of schizophrenia. The sisters, now adults, faced numerous challenges that significantly impacted their relationships, careers, and overall well-being. Isolation became a recurring theme in their lives. The paranoia and hallucinations that plagued them made it difficult to form and maintain relationships. Friends and even family members found it challenging to connect with them, leading to a life of solitude for the sisters. The fear of judgment and misunderstanding kept them from seeking the social interactions that many take for granted. Career opportunities were equally elusive. The stigma surrounding mental illness in the mid-20th century left little room for understanding or accommodation. The sisters struggled to hold down jobs, as their symptoms often interfered with their ability to perform daily tasks. Employers, unaware and unprepared to handle such complexities, would frequently let them go. This lack of stable employment further contributed to their isolation and financial instability. Their mental illness also took a toll on their physical health. The stress and anxiety associated with schizophrenia, coupled with the side effects of the medications they were prescribed, led to a decline in their overall well-being. The sisters often found themselves in and out of psychiatric hospitals, each visit a stark reminder of their ongoing battle with a condition that showed no signs of relenting. Despite these hardships, the Genain sisters exhibited remarkable resilience. They supported each other through the darkest times, their shared experiences creating a bond that was unbreakable. While the world around them may have seen them as mere subjects of a psychological study, to each other they were a source of strength and understanding. Yet, their story is a poignant reminder of the long-term struggles faced by those with severe mental illnesses. The Genain Quadruplets' adult lives were a testament to the enduring impact of schizophrenia, highlighting the need for compassion, better mental health resources, and a more profound understanding of the human condition. Ultimately, their journey underscores the importance of viewing individuals with mental illnesses as more than just case studies. They were real people with dreams, aspirations, and an indomitable spirit that, despite the odds, refused to be completely extinguished. Their legacy is one of both tragedy and resilience, a story that continues to resonate and inspire reflections on how society can better support those living in the shadows of mental illness. The Genain Quadruplets' tragic journey did not just impact their own lives, it also left a lasting imprint on the field of psychology. Their case became a cornerstone in the study of schizophrenia, providing invaluable insights into the interplay between genetics and environment in the development of mental illnesses. Researchers were able to observe the progression of schizophrenia in a unique, controlled scenario. The fact that all four sisters developed the condition allowed scientists to delve deeper into genetic predispositions, contributing significantly to our understanding of hereditary factors in mental health disorders. This case also highlighted the importance of early intervention and the profound role that environmental stressors, such as familial abuse, can play in exacerbating mental health conditions. As the years passed, the Genain Quadruplets case continued to influence psychological research. It underscored the need for a holistic approach to mental health treatment that takes into account both genetic vulnerabilities and environmental triggers. This understanding paved the way for more integrated treatment plans, combining medication with therapy and social support. Moreover, the ethical questions raised by the extensive psychological studies conducted on the sisters remain relevant today. The balance between scientific inquiry and the humane treatment of subjects is a delicate one, and the Genain case serves as a cautionary tale for modern researchers. Their story reminds us of the importance of maintaining ethical standards in psychological research, ensuring that the pursuit of knowledge never overshadows the dignity and well-being of the individuals involved. In conclusion, the Genain Quadruplets case has had a profound and enduring impact on the field of psychology. It has advanced our understanding of schizophrenia, informed better treatment approaches, and highlighted crucial ethical considerations. While their lives were marked by tragedy, their legacy continues to shape and improve mental health care and research today. The Genain Quadruplets' tale is more than a tragic story. It is a dark legacy that continues to echo through the corridors of psychology and true crime. Their psychological decline, marked by terrifying delusions and a shared descent into schizophrenia, has left an indelible mark on both fields. The haunting reality of their lives serves as a grim reminder of the potential for human suffering when genetic predispositions and environmental horrors collide. As researchers delved deeper into their case, the Genain sisters became more than subjects of study. They became symbols of the darkest potentials of the human mind. This case also sparked a more profound awareness of the ethical responsibilities of psychological research. The sisters' lives were laid bare for the sake of scientific understanding, raising questions about the exploitation of vulnerable individuals in the pursuit of knowledge. The chilling repercussions of their story have prompted ongoing debates about the moral boundaries of psychological experimentation. Moreover, the Genain Quadruplets story has found a place in the annals of true crime, captivating the public imagination with its eerie blend of science and horror. Documentaries, books, and articles continue to explore and retell their harrowing experiences, ensuring that their story remains a poignant and cautionary tale. In reflecting on the Genain Quadruplets' legacy, we are reminded of the profound impact that a single case can have on both scientific inquiry and popular culture. Their lives, marked by unimaginable suffering, have shaped the ethical frameworks and research methodologies of modern psychology. The dark legacy of the Genain Quadruplets serves as a somber testament to the complexities of the human mind and the enduring quest to understand it. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of schizophrenia and other mental health disorders, the story of the Genain Quadruplets stands as a haunting reminder of the delicate balance between scientific progress and human dignity. As we conclude the harrowing tale of the Genain Quadruplets, we are left with more questions than answers. Their story is one of profound tragedy, marked by the intersection of genetic predispositions, environmental horrors, and ethical dilemmas. Born into a world that would soon become their psychological prison, the sisters' lives serve as a chilling reminder of the complexities surrounding mental health. From their abusive upbringing to their shared diagnosis of schizophrenia, the Genain Quadruplets' experiences highlight the delicate and often precarious balance between nature and nurture. Their case has forced us to confront uncomfortable truths about the potential for human suffering when these forces collide. Moreover, the ethical implications of their story cannot be ignored. The psychological community's fascination with the Genain sisters led to a level of scrutiny and exposure that many would argue crossed the line into exploitation. Their lives, laid bare for the sake of scientific inquiry, raise critical questions about the responsibilities researchers have towards their subjects. As we reflect on the Genain Quadruplets' legacy, we are reminded of the importance of ethical considerations in psychological research. How do we balance the quest for knowledge with the need to protect vulnerable individuals? What role do genetics and environment play in the development of mental illnesses like schizophrenia? And how can we ensure that future research respects the dignity and humanity of those it seeks to understand? The Genain Quadruplets story is a haunting testament to the complexities of the human mind and the enduring quest to unravel its mysteries. Their lives, marked by unimaginable suffering, continue to shape our understanding of mental health and the ethical frameworks that guide our research. As we move forward, let us carry the lessons of the Genain Quadruplets with us, striving for a future where scientific progress and human dignity go hand in hand. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most perplexing and tragic cases in psychological history.